Maya ball game. So the Mesoamerican ball game, it was a sporting event. It was also a very public and a religious event too. When I visited Zunantunich, Cahalpec, Tikal, and Caracal ruins, they all had at least one ball court. Tikal had 7 in total. It can be dated back to 3,000 years ago, and they used a hard ball that weighed about 6 to 8 pounds, and it was formed using latex rubber from the trees and a juice from the morning glory vine, which they mixed together to make the ball somewhat soft and less brittle. How did you play? Did they have rules? Maybe. No one really knows for sure. They do know that they were allowed to use their hips, shoulders, and chest to move the ball about the court. They also wore protective clothing since the ball was so heavy. There would be 2 to 6 players, and they would basically volleyball this ball back and forth with hopes that the other team would allow it to touch the ground, and they would get a point. You definitely kept the ball from touching the ground. Could you spike the ball like in volleyball? That would be a sight. They could bounce the ball off the walls and off the benches. There's plenty of myths as well, and whether or not they are true, we don't know. But the winner was sometimes sacrificed because it was an honor to be sacrificed to the gods. And sometimes they would play the losers of a war or a battle, and then they would execute or sacrifice them when the game was over. These individuals would be sacrificed by decapitation. Well, that's how they did things back in the Mayan day, so we're just going to roll with it. Did this occur? Maybe. One thing is known, the leader of the winning team was seen as a dominant superstar of the day. It's thought that one of the carvings at Tikal is one of the rulers whom also was a dominant ball player. In the book, The Lost City of the Monkey God by Douglas Preston, there's mention of a burial that was exhumed and examined, and numerous healed broken bones were found on the remains. These injuries were thought to be the results of this individual being a roller and a dominant player in the ball game. Thank you for watching our videos, and we hope to keep bringing you fun history and cultural content that is unique, sometimes local and sometimes from abroad, but always like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much. In all, there was over 300 different ball courts that have been identified and mapped in Mayan civilizations. So it definitely was an important part of their culture and life, and it's been resurrected in Mayan culture in modern times, and is played to this day, which is fitting because it's a very religious aspect, and the game was played for regeneration. Just remember, when you do play, keep your head in the game.